The Rock ends Roman Reigns' title reign abruptly. Who is WWE star Dominic Mysterio dating in real life? Major update on Rey Mysterio's injury after undergoing surgery. Logan Paul heaps praise on top Raw star Drew McIntyre heel turn. Backstage note on WWE plans. The Judgment Day replaces Damian Priest. Why the end may be near for Miami? Let's jump right into it. Who is WWE star Dominic Mysterio dating in real life? Dominic Mysterio is currently one of the most prominent superstars on Monday Night Raw. His alliance with the Judgment Day has seen the spotlight on him quite often. He has taken full advantage of it, becoming one of the biggest heat magnets on the main roster. Mysterio is often seen parading around with his stablemates, especially Rhea Ripley. The pair have often caught the eye of fans with the way they behave around each other. Many have speculated as to whether they are dating in real life, especially considering how he refers to her as his mommy. The answer to that question, however, is no. Dominic Mysterio has been dating Marie Juliet Verissimo for 11 years. They met each other for the first time in a Spanish class and struck up a friendship. It evolved into something romantic for the two of them, and they are still going strong more than a decade later. We love seeing high school sweethearts grow together in love over time. At this moment in time, Dominic Mysterio does not have a match at Survivor Series War Game. However, you can bet that he will be present at the show to support Finn Balor in his match against AJ Styles. Balor's Judgment Day and Styles, the champion, have been at odds for a while now. Mysterio has been doing his bit in trying to rattle the Phenomenal One and his buddy. The Prince will be relying on Dominic to cause some kind of interference at Survivor Series. While we think this should have been a War Games match between the two factions, the singles contest is pretty hype. Balor and Styles are two of the most talented wrestlers on the roster. Couple their in-ring craft with the likes of Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Mia Yim waiting in the wings to strike, and you have a match that could descend into chaos at any second. Major update on Rey Mysterio's injury after undergoing surgery. WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio recently took to social media to announce that he underwent successful knee surgery in Birmingham. An update on his condition has emerged with details on how long he'll be out of action. The master of the 619 lost his United States Championship to Logan Paul at Crown Jewel. On SmackDown last Friday, he was attacked by Santos Escobar, his stablemate in the LDO. In his Instagram post, the WWE veteran shared a photo of his injured leg and stated that he was coming for Escobar. According to House of Wrestling, Mysterio has been dealing with a torn meniscus for about 3 months. The report mentions that the injury has slowly worsened, so he agreed to drop the United States title to Logan Paul at Crown Jewel. The expected time frame for his recovery is 6 to 8 weeks, and when he returns, he will likely continue his feud with Escobar. Legado del Fantasma, which comprised Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Zelina Vega, made their main roster debut on WWE SmackDown last year as a heel stable. However, they turned babyface and reformed the LDO with Rey Mysterio. Carlito became an official member of the group after returning at Fastlane. After the master of the 619 captured the US Championship, Escobar challenged him to a match for the title, but he lost. Rhea lost the belt to Logan Paul at Crown Jewel due to using brass knuckles, which were left in the ring by Santos. The former NXT Cruiserweight champion took to Twitter to share a photo of an injured Rey Mysterio, and he told him not to come back. When the WWE Hall of Famer returns, they'll face each other again. Why do you think Escobar turned on Mysterio? Logan Paul heaps praise on top Raw star. Logan Paul had some nice things to say about Cody Rhodes for how the latter has treated him in WWE. The Maverick performs in the company part-time and is the current United States champion. He won the title for the first time in his career at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia by dethroning WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. His first match was at WrestleMania 38 last year, and he's competed in 8 matches so far. On the latest episode of his Impulsive podcast, Logan Paul stated that Cody Rhodes has welcomed him to WWE. He added that the American Mega gave him advice and described the latter as awesome. Another person who has just been so nice to me is Cody Rhodes, like so nice to me. He was on this podcast, just a great guy. He's awesome. He gives me advice and helps me in words of encouragement and checks in on me. He's just an awesome dude. Triple H gave me the kudos as well. It's just an awesome organization. I'm so happy to be a part of it, said Paul. During the social media megastar's match against Rey Mysterio at Crown Jewel, the former caught the latter and prevented him from landing on his head after the WWE Hall of Famer came off the ropes. The clip went viral online and Paul received a lot of praise. On his podcast, Logan Paul revealed what happened during the spot, stating, "Upon assessing my performance, while I think I did save Rey Mysterio, I think I also almost killed Rey Mysterio. I think I was too far back for the move, and I think he didn't clear enough ground for the move. That is what happened. I was too far back, and he didn't clear enough ground. We both, I think, made a mistake, and I had to catch him. I had to catch him, and I wasn't going to not catch him, so truthfully, while I like the headlines and I like being gassed up like this, I was just doing my job," he said. Logan Paul's first challenger for the United States Championship hasn't been announced announced yet. It'll be interesting to see who it will be. Are you happy that Logan won the US title? Drew McIntyre heel turn. Backstage note on WWE plan. Drew McIntyre fully embraced his heel persona in the closing moments of this week's episode of WWE Raw, when it seemed that Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso were set to capture the undisputed tag team championships. Drew McIntyre appeared out of nowhere and attacked Uso with a Claymore kick. This allowed the Judgment Day duo of Finn Balor and Damian Priest to take advantage and retain their titles. In a shocking turn of events, as the Scottish Warrior stood on the ramp, he was joined by Rhea Ripley. The duo shared a handshake, thereby solidifying McIntyre's apparent heel turn. This marked the climax of a series of events that had been hinted at for quite a while. According to Sean Ross Sapp's report on Fightful Select, the Stanford-based promotion had been internally planning McIntyre's heel turn for several months. As per an earlier report from Fightful Select, the former WWE champion is set to become the 5th member of the Judgment Day team for War Games at Survivor Series. There's speculation about the returning Randy Orton potentially joining the opposing side. It will be interesting to see if the Viper makes his much anticipated return to balance the odds. Drew McIntyre's heel turn was officially complete during the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. The official WWE Twitter account has now shared an image from the show, along with a snippet of lyrics from McIntyre's past theme song, Broken Dreams. And I dream broken dreams, I make them come true, I make them for you. What was your reaction to Drew McIntyre's heel turn on Monday Night Raw? The Judgment Day replaces Damian Priest. The Judgment Day changed the landscape of WWE Raw when Damian Priest added JD McDonagh to the Heenan stable. However, fans are convinced that Priest's days with the stable are numbered, and he will soon be replaced by a 6-time champion, possibly after Survivor Series 2023. Earlier this month, JD McDonagh made his way to the main roster. He was closely watched by his former mentor, Finn Balor. After months of working with the Judgment Day, McDonagh finally made it in the group when Damian Priest welcomed him and made him an official member. However, another interesting angle took place on a recent episode of Monday Night Raw when Drew McIntyre shook hands with Rhea Ripley after costing Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. The WWE Universe is convinced that McIntyre will replace Priest from the stable, possibly after Survivor Series 2023. WWE Universe thinks that Damian Priest is getting ahead of himself by claiming to be the leader of the Judgment Day. The stable will eventually turn on the Archer of Infamy the same way he turned on Edge after Finn Balor joined the stable. The Judgment Day has become the strongest faction in WWE after the end of the Bloodline on Friday Night SmackDown. The stable still exists, but has lost most of its strength and gold over the past few months following WrestleMania 39. Meanwhile, the Judgment Day currently holds the undisputed Tag Team Championships, Money in the Bank contract, Women's World Championship, and North American Championship. Speaking exclusively to Sportskeeda Wrestling, Rhea Ripley believes that Damian Priest is ready to take undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns' spot as the face of the company. I think he's ready to take Roman's spot, Ripley said. Damian is ready for anything. I've known this man pretty much the entire time that I've been in NXT. I came to the main roster the exact same time as him. We did our initiation together. I know what he's capable of, and I think that the sky is the limit, and if he wants to get whatever gold he wants, I think he can do it. It will be interesting to see if Damian Priest ends up leaving the faction. What are your thoughts on Drew McIntyre helping the Heenan stable? Why the end may be near for Rhea Ripley? Rhea Ripley has been a dominant force on WWE Raw for months, but could she meet a ghost from her past at WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023? Zoe Stark recently won a #1 contenders match for the Women's World Championship. She has the caliber to dethrone Rhea Ripley, but if she comes short, Mammy could meet her former rival at the upcoming Premium Live event. This former rival is none other than Liv Morgan, who is the last superstar to score a pinfall victory over the current Women's World Champion. The two stars were featured in a heated assault the latest time Morgan appeared on television in July, seemingly sowing seeds for a future rivalry. Liv Morgan has been out with a legitimate injury, and there is no evident date for her return. While her comeback is just speculation for now, everything is possible in the world of professional wrestling. The Queen of Extreme has been out with an injury for a while, but she's ensuring she can get back to 100% by concentrating on her nutrition. During a recent interview, she expressed how she is taking care of herself by ensuring a proper diet. I'm actually out injured right now, and aside from healing up, my focus has been on my nutrition, so it's been really exciting honing in on that. I want to come back in the very best shape of my life, so right now, I am eating clean, tons of fresh fruits and veggies. I'm basing my carb intake on the amount of physicality and energy I expend each day. I do believe life is about balance though, so I still order a cheeky little dessert with dinner sometimes, said Morgan. Do you think Liv Morgan will return at WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023 to dethrone Rhea Ripley? The Rock ends Roman Reigns' title reign abruptly. Roman Reigns has proved to be one of the strongest title holders in WWE so far. However, a wrestling veteran believes that a former champion's return could lead to the tribal chief finally being dethroned. The former champion in question is none other than The Rock. While Dwayne Johnson is no longer a regular in WWE, he has been known to make a few sporadic appearances. While there are no official plans for him to tangle with the Bloodline leader right now, Dwayne has himself admitted that a feud was potentially being discussed at one point, with Roman still maintaining his momentum even after more than 1,000 days as champion. Speculation about a possible opponent is always a hot topic. Speaking on Sportskeeda's Unscripted, Bill Apter pitched an idea for The Rock to take down Roman Reigns, but with the title eventually ending up with Cody Rhodes. Wait a minute, so Rock against Roman. Rock somehow takes Roman out early, hurts him. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Damian Priest cashes in, and next pay-per-view, Cody beats Damian Priest. That's how it happens? Maybe. While the fantasy booking is certainly feasible, it remains to be seen what the WWE creative has in store for Reigns down the line.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me